What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. This is Bean Around the World, the series where I tour some epic Xbox One maps. Today we're visiting my friend WT Delta. He's got an astounding world called Ludos, which means games in Latin. And you'll see why this name pertains to this city. This is more than a city. This is a collection of different cities on a map. I can't wait to show you the guys. We're going to start off at this dragon. Oh my goodness. You don't see too many dragons with this kind of detail these days. Let me tell you, this dragon's he's a fire-breathing dragon. He's got scales. He's got claws and talons. He's got a chain around his neck because he's broken free. I love this thing. That's why I chose to start here. This dragon is lording over this city. Now this map is, it's WT Delta's project. He's got some helpers. He's looking for more helpers. I'll talk about that more in the future. But those plots give you an idea of what he's looking for. He wants you to be able to demonstrate your skills and come on this map and help him out and play some games with him, basically. Because this is a mini games map. He's got some Hunger Games. He's got Slenderman. He's got all sorts of games. We're not even going to scratch the surface today of all the games he's got in this city. Not only is it aesthetic, but this city is functional. It's got games galore, and that's why I really, really like this map. This is a beautiful map. We'll take a look at the map here. We got 4 different maps here. This is an Xbox One project. He started this project around when the Minecraft came out on the Xbox One, so this never saw the 360, so he's got the luxury of space, and he's used his space extremely well. I love the detail. We're going to go into this first mansion. This is the first building he built on this map. This is his little baby mansion. I shouldn't use the word little. I should not be using the word little. This thing is massive. It's detailed. It's ornate. It's got gardens in front of it. But guys, the best part about this building, in my humble opinion, look at the details he's got here. There's room for improvement, definitely. He could definitely use different blocks to give the building more texture. But my favorite part about this build is the interior. This thing is fully furnished, hundreds of rooms. We're going to spend a lot of time in this building right now. We're not even going to scratch the surface of all the rooms he's got in here. He's got secret passageways. He's got all sorts of things. I had a lot of fun just exploring this interior. Guys, interiors are the hardest thing to do in Minecraft, I think. Maybe organics, but that's just randomness. Interiors are difficult. You need to have a new pattern, a new feeling with every room you walk into. And so he's done a great job of making this place feel like it's a real castle, like someone actually lives here. They got a lot of butlers and maids, of course, is looking pretty spick and span. But, if you got the kind of money to buy this kind of castle, you can afford the people to maintain it, I think. All you got to do is walk around, basically. That's your job once you buy this house. You don't do any gardening. You don't do any home improvements. You don't do any handiwork. You just chill. You just chill. So yeah, we're gonna walk around this establishment for a while here. He's gonna show me all the different kinds of rooms. He's got kitchens, he's got bedrooms, libraries, secret passageways, all sorts of things. I really like the color scheme in here too. Red and black go very well together. It gives sort of like an ominous yet emotional. The red screams emotion, the black screams darkness. So when you put red and black together, it kind of gives you the feeling of dark emotions. And that's how I feel coming into here. Ooh, that's one of the secrets. That's the lava room. Yeah, you're not supposed to see that unless he wants you to see it. And he wanted me to see it, so we thought, alright. I'm just going to go into this is a guest bedroom. If you're a guest in this world, you're going to be pretty set up here. This is for the guests. This is larger than most people's houses. Good job, Delta. He went to town on this mansion, and I really, really like it. I think you guys like it too, right? You should, because you don't see a build like this very often. You might see something like this on the exterior. You might see a lot of exterior builds, a lot of castle builds, but you're not going to see too many castles this size, which are fully furnished with this kind of detail. You just don't see that. Look at the church. Oh, I love it. I wish he maybe kind of used a little bit more than just the cobblestone. I think if he added some, gray blocks, now he's got the luxury of stained clay he can incorporate. I know it's hard to go back into these old builds and add stuff once you spent so much time working on it. But I think, some gray stained clay, maybe even some gray wool, some of those chiseled stone blocks, I think that would really help give this build a little bit more character. Oh, it's the throne room. If you build a castle this large, you're going to need a throne room. How do you lord over your peasants? You gots to, right? I feel like you should. Man, the throne room is epic. I love it. It's got some stained glass in there, so he has gone back and added some new features, so that's good. The throne room, I like it. Alright, this is his main castle. I don't think he gave it a name. He just said it's his main castle, pretty much. He's got names for other things, and we'll talk about that. But yeah, just interiors forever. It just goes on and on and on. We didn't see all of it. We didn't even try to see anywhere near all of it. We just scratched the surface just a wee bit. So that is the main castle. Look at that. Let's just shut our mouths and look at it for a moment. This is the first build on the map. He's progressed a long way since then. Look at that. Wow. This is the sort of thing I love stuff like this. I love things that are finished and completed, and you can tell that the person put a lot of love into their builds. Over here is his testing ground. This is where he tests his redstone. He does have a lot of redstone on this map, which we will see. Sort of like a main square area. Main square down there. That's where we saw the map. Ooh, this thing. I built one of these in my first map. It is nowhere near as sophisticated as this thing. You know, it looks pretty nice on the outside, very inviting. You want to go in and see what it's all about. And then you come to find out that this is for the unsavory members of this community. I guess they believe in capital punishments. So he's going to demonstrate this machine to us here. He's going to go back there and find a willing participant. Or not so willing homeless man who has no connections, no family, no friends, and no one will miss him. So he let me choose. I get to choose which method of destruction I want. We got zombies, we got anvil, or we got lava. Oh boy. I think I want to go with the anvil. I think the anvil is the way. I love to see people crushed, right? Oh! And it's not over. There's a cleaning mechanism so that, you know, if you have more than one unsavory character, you can just bring them on in. You don't have to clean up the mess. Saves a lot of time that way. Yeah, corpse disposal. A lot of technology has gone into corpse disposal since I was involved in it. It's come a long way. All right. Leave a like for that. I love that. I love that machine. I love how it's pretty on the outside too. Ooh, speaking of pretty on the outside, we are at the Hall of Builders. WT Delta has had some help on this map, and rather than, you know, take credit for their work, he's decided to build one of the most ornate buildings I've ever seen to thank the people who have helped him. Oh my goodness. I love to see this. This is, you know, giving props, giving respect to those who have come into this map and helped make it a better place. I wish I could do this. I wish I had the Space on Desolation. Right now we just got signs. You know, he's taking it to the next step. All of these people, all of these skins are the people who have helped him out, and he's devoted, what do you call this, a palace to these people. The people have full-size skins, have helped a lot. The people with just the heads did a little bit. Whiskrum's going to be mad at that one. It wasn't Whiskrum. There are other chefs out there, Whiskrum. I hate to tell you. Check out Whiskrum's Been Around the World. That was the first episode. I'll put a little link in the card because why not? Alright, Hall of Builders. I love the detail on the outside. It's so intricate. It's so... Oh, it looks like ivory. It looks like Taj Mahal-ish. Oh, so cool. So beautiful, really. Over here, I'm not sure what this is. It's more like apartments, I believe. It's got a square area. I love this texture pack, guys. You guys know I love this texture pack. This texture pack, in my humble opinion, allows you to bring the most realism to Minecraft for the consoles. Of course, there's more realistic ones on PC, but for the consoles, this is real. This is the closest you can get to reality. The city texture pack, I don't feel is real. It's got some weird textures. I don't know. I mean, it's got, the pictures are cool. You put a television screen down, but nothing compares to the realism of the natural texture pack. That's why it's called natural. So big props for him to choose this texture pack in this build. I think it goes perfectly with what he's trying to do, which is basically a gigantic world with several cities beleaguered by dragons, but full of fun and games. And it's pretty unique. I like this map a lot because of its unique qualities. I like it that it's functional and super aesthetic. So we're going to be leaving the main city now, and believe it or not, that was one city that we just saw. We're going to be heading into the city of Bellwood. Now, I got a little frame rate issue here, so I'm going to do a little cut. There we go. We are now in Bellwood. This is the outskirts of the main city, and it's not as industrialized, you know what I mean? A lot more spread out, a lot of trees. Things are kind of separated a little bit, but there is a path that for you to walk on. And, yeah, let me just talk a little bit about... Actually, let me save that for the future. I'll talk about his terraforming in a moment. What's more impressive than the builds he's built, I think, is the terraforming he's done. Look up. I mean, look at that mountain. Look up Bean. So show him. I'll talk about it later. Let's talk about this house for a minute. This is the city of Bellwood, and it's got a bunch of different houses and, you know, different interiors, and it's amazing. Oh, let's just talk about the terraforming now. This guy went to town terraforming. I haven't seen peaks like this outside of MC edits. Seriously, he did all this by hand, and it is one of the most epic terraforming jobs I've ever seen. He made the mountains unscalable for the most part. So when you're in adventure mode, when you're in this city as it's meant to be, the mountains kind of dictate where you can go, and he's made the mountains flow so as to restrict your moving ability. You go where you're supposed to be going. The mountainous terrain kind of separates cities from other cities, so that you have to go on the pathways that he's intended for you, so you can see all the things. Oh my goodness, the terraform! Look at the mountains, guys. Look at all the trees. Just the terraforming is an epic thing here. This is super flat. He's done all this by hand. All this by hand. Look at the condor or whatever it is, the vulture, I should say, waiting to pick someone off. I really like the trees as well. That's a lot of trees. Alright, where are we going next? Look at the terraforming. That's just a small sample of what he's done here. Like I said, he wants you to walk on certain paths, and I think he's done a good job of that. Look at this. This is a super flat, guys. This is pure work, what you're seeing here. He's put in work. We're going to go more into the city of Bellwood. Take a look around here. This is a smaller city, just lost in the woods. You're not going to find it unless you're looking for it, you know what I mean? And they're fully furnished. You know, it's not completely done. He's still working on this map. This is a work in progress. Like almost all the maps I choose to showcase. Here's a train station he's got. I kind of was a little miffed about the use of stone bricks on the train. I kind of would have preferred maybe some black, maybe some coal blocks. I know this texture pack well. You could use some black stained clay. Would have looked nice. But I'm assuming he made this before we got the black coal and the black stained clay. But, yeah. Alright, over here, what was this thing? Oh yeah, another map. See the map? Okay, that's the train station. Alright, let's go. We're still in Bellwood, taking a look around. This is pretty nice. Where are we going to next? I think next up we're going to go to Delta Manor. So we're going to take a flight across Bellwood. Let's go. Check out these spiky mountains in the background. Alright, this is Delta Manor. This is a house he did by himself, WT Delta, and the ornateness is just... there's nothing for me to say. I mean, look at the amount of details. He didn't want to look too much in this interior. We'll just take a quick peek just to show that he's interiorized, guys. He's interiorized. Look at this. Good job. Now, this is another one of his homes. This is called Delta Manor. So he's got several homes. This is more of a vacation home. I think he spends most of his time in his main castle that we saw earlier. Alright, Delta Manor. Where to next? Oh, here we go. We're on our way to the Red City. This is one of my personal favorites. This is a city by itself. It's got a red theme. And, you know, it looks amazing. It looks aesthetically pleasing. It's got flags flying. It's got all sorts of different boroughs and districts in this city. But the best part about it, I think, guys, is this is the spot, this is the location of a Hunger Games. That's right, these city walls contain a Hunger Games, and it is parkour heaven. You can imagine my glee when he started showing me the parkour in this place. You know, it looks like it's a red keep, like a red fort city, a city that's protected by walls. But it's much more than that. Like I said, different boroughs, different districts, a lot of parkour. It's got a throne room that when the sun sets right in that doorway. And it is pretty cool. Just wait till you see the parkour. You're about to see. I'll show you guys. I'll show you. So this Red City is... It's just epic. When I first saw this world, I was blown away. And I didn't even see a fraction of it. Today, we have not seen a fraction of this city. We are time constrained, and so I was only able to show 20 minutes, but I could have spent hours and hours here. I mean hours of showing interiors, exteriors, games. We didn't see hardly any of the games. We just glossed over it. But there's games all over. All of these builds incorporate games into them. We got a dining hall with a golem here. So beautiful. And this is all Hunger Games, guys. We're killing each other in here. There we go. He's going to show me some of the city buildings. Now, most of these buildings are kind of similarly architecturally designed, and that's kind of intentional because, you know, if you have these cities that go up overnight almost, you know, you're going to have the same same architecture. He's showing me some of the parkour, which are incorporated into the Hunger Games. Oh, man. I'm not a big fan of Hunger Games necessarily, but I want to play this one so badly. I want to play it so badly. Just because of the parkour elements, just because of the aesthetic nature. A lot of people build Hunger Games, and they're functional. And, you know, you got a chest here, a chest there, you know, a little structure here. This is so aesthetically pleasing. You get to have some eye candy while you kill people. And that's what I was going for with Desolation. That's why I associate with this so closely. I really, really like this red city a lot. He's got the balloons. Balloons are probably my favorite part besides the parkour. Look at the balloons. The detail, the textures on them. It just gives your city, when you put hot air balloons in your city, it gives your city a sense of whimsy. These people aren't warring. They're not, you know, fighting with each other. They're having fun in the air, flying around. This is a happy city. Okay, look at this angel. Oh my goodness. The detail here is so cool. I really, 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 really like it. I can't express to you enough. It's detailed, but it's not over. A lot of cities, a lot of modern cities I see today have too much detail. Yes, there's such a thing. Too much detail, too much going on. This is the perfect level of detail, but maintaining realism. And that's another reason why I like this. It's not overboard. A lot of you people put too much detail, I think. I think there's too much. There's such thing as too much. And this is just the perfect amount. He's showing me the bank here. He's got a redstone contraption that he wants to show me. The way he protects his valuables. So he does a little redstone work from time to time, and he wanted to show me this one. Basically, it's a protection system for his vault. So we'll go in here and look at it. I don't know what he does. He hits a series of levers. I didn't want to investigate too much on the video, just in case he wants to keep it secret. But he hit those levers in a certain sequence. And then he hit those levers in a certain sequence, which opens the door. Which, you know, he hit another lever, which opens a 3x3 piston door. I like that. And it lava behind, so people can't get in when the doors open. This thing is highly safe. Highly safe? I don't know. It's a good place to keep your valuables, that's for sure. I would feel safe if I had my money in this bank. Yeah. Alright. The red city's got a red theme, of course, so that was the bank. What's over here? He's got a tree. He's got a courtyard. This is all part of the Hunger Games, of course. The red city. How epic. How epically epic. And of course the red city's got a dock with some ships. Look at the detail on these ships. I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like talking about it kind of cheapens the quality. Look at these ships. I mean, the detail on them is outrageous. There's the red, I forget what he called them. There's the Red Army, and those are the ships with the red. And they're battling pirates. There's some pirate ships out there. And, oh man, I love sea battles. Before we see the sea battle, let's go see the sea turtle. Let's go see the sea turtle. One of his friends built this, Turtle Cove. He built a cove for the gigantic wooden turtle. I don't know, maybe it's like a Trojan horse. Maybe they're going to sail it out to sea, and the pirates will take it back home, and out will come the Red Army from the inside of the turtle. I wonder what an inside of the turtle looks like. I should have investigated. So now we got some ships at war. They're having wartime shenanigans. We got the cannons all loaded and ready to go. Go up to the ship's mast. What is it called at the top? Oh, I forgot the name of it. The crow's nest. The crow's nest. And there's the pirate ship shooting its cannonballs. I really like the cannonballs. It's like poetry in motion here. It's like we've frozen time to see these cannonballs coming. I love how the pirate ship's got a bunch of holes in the sails. It's been a epic battle, intense. I think that pirate ship's going down. Another chance for us to see the park, or the terraforming. It's amazing. Okay, guys, we're winding down here. WT Delta is looking for help. He's looking for people who know how to build. So I'm going to have a link to his Twitter. If you want to be a part of this map, if you want to help him build, if you want to play the mini games, hit him up on Twitter, hit him up on Xbox Live, WT Delta. I'll put a link to his Twitter in the description so you guys can quickly link to that. And oh, look at the detail. But you know those plots we saw before? If you got building skill, he's going to give you a plot for you to do something and show him what you can do, and then he'll let you build on here if you got what it takes. This is the Spleef Arena. This is the only game we're really going to show you besides the Hunger Games. I don't know what to say, guys. A lot of people just build some snow and then some lava under it, and then that's Spleef. This guy has gone the extra 37 miles. This is his Spleef Arena. Have you ever seen a Spleef Arena with this much detail before? I sure haven't. I mean, I wouldn't be able to play this Spleef because I'm too busy looking at all the eye candy around me. I would die instantly. I just can't believe how much attention to detail he's added to his functionality. His aesthetics combined with his functionality have made this so epic. We're going to end in probably the most impressive thing. The thing he's working on right now, to me it was impressive. I thought this was the coolest thing. So the Lord of the Rings fans are going to like this. It's not based on Lord of the Rings, but you're going to see. So make sure you guys hit up Delta because he wants to, meet you guys. He wants to find people who are like him, who want to put this much attention to detail in their city. There's the plots that he's going to give you. Okay, last thing, guys. Be sure to hit him up on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter and, send him a message. Add him on Xbox Live. This guy deserves a lot of recognition. He deserves a lot of help. Here we are, the underground city. This reminds me of a dwarven city in Lord of the Rings. This is not even close to finished. This is what he's working on now, and I was blown away. It's just epic. Epic is the only word to describe this, and it's a work in progress, which is one of the more amazing parts about it as well. Holy cow, I'll just fly around here, and we'll leave you with this underground dwarven city with a god tree in it, Oh man, I just want to live here forever. I really do. I just want to stay here and be warm and cuddle inside this cave. It's got warmth, I can tell. It's got fires raging all over the place. It's not cold. It doesn't look cold to me. Alright, so winding down on Being Around the World, Episode 3. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for taking the time out to recognize this incredible build. I'm going to turn on gamer tags just so you can see WT Delta's gamer tags so there's no confusion. And we're going to say goodbye over outside. Say goodbye out here. Oh, man, what an episode. I can't wait for next week. How am I going to top this? Oh, I know. I got a friend who can not top it, but every person's different and everyone's got a unique thing to bring to their Minecraft worlds. So thank you, WT Delta, for an amazing experience. Thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.